Hi, my name's Clem Gorman, and I want to make a film about the Battle of the Somme in 1916. It's a story which I've heard about cooperation, or which involves cooperation, between French civilians and Australian soldiers. Its theme is basically, how do you keep your humanity alive, your basic decent humanity, in the face of war, which tends to bring out the worst? How do you bring out your best in a situation which tends to bring out our worst? I intend to go to, I'm applying to the Cité Internationale des Arts in Paris to spend time researching the Somme and in Paris, in various libraries in Paris, to get research material for this script, and also to start writing it, write the first draft while I'm in Paris. I have a friend, my wife and I, pardon me, have a friend who, Anne Sebert, who lives in the Somme and just in one of the suburbs of Amiens, near the major battlefields that I want to look at, which is the village of Villers-Bretonneux, another village called Corbie, another village called Hamel. They're the three villages I'm looking at, and that's where the action took place that I'm talking about. Pardon me. And she's agreed that we could stay with her for long periods of time while we research libraries and the actual site itself up there. Talk to the local people. They weren't there, and of course the people involved are all dead, long dead now. But nevertheless, we can get information from local people and put that together. That covers. I need to actually. I've been to the Somme just briefly, and we went up there, and Anne drove us around, and we had a look at the battle sites, which is quite awesome. And standing in the Australian-French Museum, which is a museum dedicated to the memory of Australian soldiers at the Somme, you look out through a window and into a primary school, and there's a big banner over the playground of the primary school, and the banner says, "Do not forget Australia," which I found very emotional, still do. And that's the spirit that I want to convey in my film script. I want it to be a film script which shows the courage and decency of Australian soldiers in incredible, unbelievable, awful circumstances, and the way in which they help the French civilians. So that's my story, and I hope you will help us. We need 4,800. My wife is my research assistant. She and I work together on every project, and she'll be coming with me to help me with the research and to organise the research. I'm not very organised. And so we're looking for $4,800 Australian to pay for our airfares there and back. Once we get there, we've got very cheap accommodation in Paris, which Anne organises because she's a landlady who we've stayed with briefly before in Paris. Or if I get the grant, if I get access to the Cité, which I think is a very good, I've got a very strong case. I've got letters of support already from the French Embassy in Australia. I'm getting a letter of support from the Australian Embassy, in Paris, and from the local government up in that area. So I think I have a very strong case to get funding for this. But if I don't get into the Cité, we'll still be able to go there and stay with Anne and go to the Somme and stay with her and do the research. So here's hoping that people will come forward and help us with the airfare, because we're on a fixed income. We just can't cover the airfare. Thank you.